Good day, everyone. I made this video to document the idea of blackening linen gaiters with Blackball. I hand sewed my linen gaiters from the cannet corner pattern using the D2 style. I still have a lot to learn as I used a medium grade linen and should have used a heavier linen. Henry Trencher's The Private Soldier and Militiaman's Friend is where I got the documentation that talks about how to prepare linen spats for blackening. I decided to use gum arabic. This seemed to be the cheapest and easiest to get. I did not want to get it too thick, but it does take some whisking to get it into solution. Here's what it looks like when I was satisfied it was in solution enough. As the documentation states, I applied the solution with a sponge. It did seem to go on well and to saturate the linen really good. When I was done, I allowed the spats to dry overnight, which resulted in stiffening up the gaiters quite a bit. As you can see, handling them, they're a bit stiffer. Now when it's time to apply the Blackball, I find the best thing to do is just to get it onto whatever you're trying to blackball. So just like using a crayon to color a picture, just put the Blackball on. It's not going to be a uniform straight black like you would think you would want it. However, once you get it on, we're going to use a shoe brush to then go and smooth everything out and buff and polish it to the sheen in the consistent layer that we want. Now when using a brush to smooth out the Blackball and even everything out, you're going to want to use short and frequent strokes. I actually found that if you use short and frequent strokes, it heats the Blackball up to help smooth everything out, and in the process it starts to create a nice shiny sheen. In the end, when you got the Blackball on the entire garment and you do allow it to dry out in the sun, this really does help with the rubbing off of the Blackball, meaning that it does not come off as easy as other very heavy Blackball will. Earlier when I was talking about wanting to use a heavier linen, this is why I want to use a heavier linen. Flipping it over, you can actually see the Blackball does come through the single layer linen a little bit. However, the gum arabic actually does do a good job of preventing it from coming through. Granted, I have not used these spats yet in a reenactment or wore them all day, so I'm looking forward to see how the gum arabic does preventing the Blackball from coming through. Now when I'm done applying Blackball to the outside of the gaiters, I go through and button them up a few times just to get them in the buttoned up state. This will allow me to then just take the brush over it one more time and just smooth out the Blackball and to get off any excess Blackball that's acquired on the gaiter. From what I'm finding, excess Blackball is what gets on your clothes, whereas if you get a thin layer that dries well, then it's not going to rub off as much. So along the outside body of the spat, you don't get much rub off. However, where the excess is along the buttonholes, you can get a little bit. So brushing it is very important. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. And if you have any questions, please comment and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff like this. Thank you.